I want to move on to my favorite news item here. This is a small one. We got to be quick, but I'm the most excited about this, which is the partnership of Brookfield and Figure AI. Our listeners know I'm kind of the robotics guy. I love the robotics side of this, but that I'm also the real estate guy. And outside of our work we do here, I love real estate and property. So Brookfield is one of my favorite companies. Really impressive, sort of Canadian conglomerate. They have this various like Russian doll structure of like Brookfield infrastructure partners and energy partners and capital corporations. So there's a whole lot of Brookfield companies, but one of the fundamental sort of foundations there is real estate and property management. So this seemed like a very odd partnership at first blush, but they are investing a big amount of money in a robotics company called Figure. Eric, tell me about the news and what was. It seems like an odd pairing, but what was it that actually makes sense about the training set here and the properties in Brookfield's portfolio and why that helps Figure and vice versa?
Yeah, you said it. World-changing trends make odd bedfellows. Brookfield and a startup like Figure, you have never expected. So a little background: we've talked about Brookfield being a very attractive, low-risk way for people to play the AI trend. We've talked about the stock before. You can buy the parent company, which trades under ticker BN. You can also buy Brookfield Asset Management, which has more of the AI specialization that trades under BAM, I believe. And we've talked about Figure being one of the most compelling robotics companies with one of the largest visions and, it seems like early execution. So Brookfield, Austin, why is this an interesting deal? Well, it's going to be all about providing pre-training data sets for Figure to be able to figure out and to train how we take robots and put them into real world environments. Why Brookfield can provide this? Well, they've got 100,000 residential units, 500 million square feet of commercial office space, also 160 million square feet of logistics space. It should also be noted this past week, Figure raised a new round at $39 billion, with Brookfield being one of the lead investors. So I think this is really win-win between these companies. Brookfield gets a pilot project that, if robotics and the data needed for robotics becomes one of the most in focus areas, they're building out a pipeline for revenue sources there. They have a direct investment. They're going to be able to use this as a pilot project in the future. For Figure, it's ambitious, and we like them because they're ambitious. We like the ambitious companies at the beginning of a megatrend like robotics. If they were public, we would almost certainly own it in the portfolio. Unfortunately, they're not. There are some pathways to being able to get access to it in platforms like Robinhood that people could look at. But this is one that if it IPO'd in the future, it would be near the top of our list of interest, and it just continues to show how quickly moving this robotic space is, and people realize this could be the grand prize, and they're going to be very aggressive about it, and we're going to continue finding opportunities that people can invest in it.
And just as a callback, Figure is a robotics company that has had some of the most impressive demos, like the robots folding laundry or putting away things in the refrigerator. And that's where I love Brookfield's portfolio. I mean, imagine if that not only does Figure get all of this really relevant real world training data, but there's a high probability that these companies partner in the future. And Brookfield now has the most advanced automated general purpose warehouses that they can lease, or residential facilities that have robotic enhancements or robotic assistance, whatever the case may be. So I love this. I'm so excited about it. It plays to my two of my favorite investment trends.